Hello, welcome back to day whatever it is of this isolation quarantine phase that we're in at the moment. Today we're going to talk about the 3 essentials to great putting. Let's get into it. Can I just say before we get started today as well, shout out to the lads from Far From Par on Instagram. Our link is Instagram in the description below. They make some top quality gloves, these lads, and they've been kind enough to send me one, so cheers boys. Right, first up we're going to look at start lines. So if you have got an unorthodox putting style but you are consistent with it and you can control your start lines, then you're winning. Here's a really good drill that's going to help you improve those start lines. Right, so we've got a relatively straight putt here. I'm just going to pop a tee down to mark the starting position. Now what we have to do is make a little gate. So I'm going to say roughly about a foot in front of the golf ball, and it needs to be on line with the hole. The aim of the game is to get it through the gate, send it on its way towards the hole. Let's give it a go. Now there is a great company called Vizio. I think it's kind of ran by a guy called Phil Kenyon, one of the leading PGA Tour putting coaches. These are purpose-built gates instead of these 2 tee pegs here, but for the time being these are as good as else, so that's what we're going with. And of course you can do this indoors. You can do it with rolls of coins or tee pegs turned upside down out like that. So there we go, that's tip number 1. If you control your start lines, you'll be a better putter straight away. Here's tip number 2. I've set up a grid here. The aim of the game is to get it past the start line of the grid, and then every ball that we put after that has to go slightly further than the one before while staying short of this line here. So it's all about controlling your pace every time. My favourite thing about this drill is you've got the variability now, so we've got changing lengths every time. It's all about working that feeling. Let's give it a go, see how many I can do. That's 1. 2. 3, just. Yeah, just. Cool, 5. So there you go, now you can improve your feel and hopefully improve that pace putting. One more left, let's have a look at number 3. So just looking back at the footage, and the wind was a little bit too loud, you can't really hear me. So what I'm talking about in this section, I firstly mentioned that aim point is the most in-depth green reading technique I've ever seen. But in this instance, this is just a little bit more of a simpler method. So what I've done here is I've plotted 4 balls around this hole, and I'm trying to find the straightest putt. So I think the one nearest me is the straightest putt downhill, and the one furthest away from you guys on that you can see on screen here is the straightest uphill. The one on the left therefore turns right to left. So one thing that I do as soon as I approach a putt is look at it from as many angles as possible without taking too much time. I think that's important. You know, you don't want to be that guy that takes half an hour around the green, but yeah, always try and find the straightest putt. Right guys, so there you go, that was my 3 keys to perfect putting. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you're hitting that like button, share it around, and show your mates, subscribe if not done so already, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video coming at you at the same time, around about 7-8 o'clock. Also, make sure you're tuning into my Instagram feed because I'm doing some funny, silly videos every day, so make sure you're watching out for them. So yeah, there you go, that's pretty much it from me today. I will see you again, like I said, same time tomorrow. Stay safe, laters, bye. See ya.